Blog Talk Radio.
This is the Girl George and the Dragons Radio Show coming to you from sunny but kind of chilly Berkeley, California. Today we have one of the best photographers in the business. He does all the rock stars. I pulled down a picture of Bruce Jenner a couple weeks ago, and who was it by? It was by Bobby Castro. He's a San Francisco rock photographer. Hi, Bobby. How are you?
How are you?
Oh, I'm just fine. You're in San Francisco, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in San Francisco. And you're in Berkeley, I believe?
I'm in Berkeley. We're right across the bridge from each other.
Cool. So what's up?
How long you been taking pictures?
Close to almost 40 years now. I started back in the early 70s. And then I keep on shooting still, not as much as I did in the beginning.
Who are the most notorious ones you have taken shots of?
And what do you mean by notorious?
Famous. That people would know.
Oh, God. You want me to go down the list?
Yeah.
Okay. Billy Idol, X, the Ramones, Carol Channing, Ann Miller, George Lucas. I can't think of. There's a couple more people there somewhere, but I
Charlatans, the Grateful Dead.
Unfortunately, I did not do any of the Dead. I'm sorry to say.
What about Charlatan or Jefferson Airplane?
Oh, I did Paul Kantner, but he wasn't playing with the plane. He was out and about at a club, and I came across him, and I got a great shot of him. So that's the closest I got to the plane.
How about the Rolling Stones? You get any of the Rolling Stones? They're my favorite, Rolling Stones.
Yeah, well, I did shoot the Rolling Stones when they played Winterland back in 1974 or 72. 72, I think it was. That was pretty cool.
How about Dylan?
No Dylan.
Oh, too bad. I love Dylan.
Yeah. I'm kind of more into the old, early, late 70s when I started photographing the punk scene is where I started really shooting musical bands. Before that, I was just doing kind of photojournalism.
You got any of Dirk Dirksen?
Oh, yeah, I got plenty of Dirk. A lot of Dirk.
Oh, I got video of him.
Yeah, I've seen those videos of you and the Dirk. You had a show going with him.
Yeah, I had a TV show, and I pulled everybody on it. Pearl Harbor Explosions were on it, and Blue Cheer.
Yeah,
everybody was on my show because it was the only show there.
That was cool. No, I think I saw the Pearl Harbor show. That was great.
Yeah, I've got it all up on YouTube. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any video of them at all. All the other videos are very good.
Thank God for YouTube.
Good old YouTube. I love YouTube. So, where are you from originally?
San Francisco.
Really?
And raised. Yeah. I'm a native.
Ain't that many from this area. I was born in Alameda and raised in Oakland, so I'm an East Bay kid, but I'm from this area.
Yeah. Okay, you're a member of one of us.
From East Oakland.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. When you tell them you're a native, there's not that many people left. Okay.
Well, Oakland's mostly known for the Hells Angels and the Black Panther and gangs and demonstrations and anarchy and
a big fire back in the 80s. Or was it, yeah.
I was in L.A. when that big riot went down. We had a big one in L.A. and it went right by my house.
Yeah.
I mean, it was at the end of the block where all those millions of people were coming up Vermont, burning everything in the path. Oh, it was terrible.
Good old
riot. We hid for 3 days. My daughter missed her 15th birthday because we could not leave the house.
That's cool. I photographed a couple of demonstrations in my time.
Any riots?
Well, it wasn't really. Well, I guess it was a riot. It was in the 70s, and Vietnam was happening, and there was a big demonstration in San Francisco, and it got out of hand. And next thing you know, all these people were running down Market Street, burning trash cans and everything, and it was pretty exciting, to tell you the truth. And I got some pretty good pictures out of it.
Jumping on top of cop cars.
Well, yeah, and people running and you're chasing after them. Back in the day when I could chase people down the streets.
So you're a Scorpio like me, huh? What's your birthday?
November 9th, 51.
I'm October 29th. I'm October 29th.
Okay, you're right there at the end.
Yeah, I'm right at the beginning of Scorpio.
Oh,
2 days before Halloween. 2 days before Halloween.
You're October.
October, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What else have you done besides photography? Anything else?
We can't talk about that on the air, as they say. But now I'm kind of going into digital art. I'm finding that pretty interesting because when I was younger, I used to do collages in high school. Cut out paper pictures and paste them. Yeah, really.
I don't call it art. I've always done it, but I never called it art. But I've always put together pictures. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it as art either when I was doing it back then. But now I'm kind of rediscovering it through the digital world, and I cut out pieces of photos in the internet and put them together and create the whole montage, and then it looks great. And then I print them out, because I can't stand anything on the screen. To me, it's not art. It's not photography. If it's still sitting on the screen, you really need to touch it and hang it up on your wall or tear it up or something.
So do you write too, or you just do the photography part?
I'm dyslexic, first of all, but I would like to write. Yeah, I think I wouldn't mind giving it a shot someday. I've been writing.
Do you have any books out? Do you have any books out of your photography?
Well, yeah. There's a book that came out about a month ago. I sold a couple of copies at this gallery show that they have for a punk reunion called Punk Renaissance. It was in 2015. They're doing it in September, and I had a couple of photographs at the show with other good photographers, and I had a couple of books there from the MAB and Temple Beautiful. They were combined in this one little book, and they sold, and it was pretty cool because it was my first time trying to do something like that. So I'm working on another.
Places.
Excuse me? What'd you say?
I said I've played both those places.
Yeah, they were
Temple Beautiful.
great.
Isn't that where Jim Jones used to be, or is that next door to where Jim Jones had a church?
A lot of people get that mixed up. It's on the corner is the Fillmore Auditorium.
Uh-huh.
In the middle, Temple Beautiful, and on the next to that was Jim Jones. And except for the Fillmore, all that else is gone. They tore down Temple Beautiful and they tore down Jim Jones. And
oh, really?
I think there's a post office sitting on that site now.
Didn't the Jim Jones one turn into a rock palace too?
No. Everybody that was another rumor.
Back in the 70s.
I don't think it was. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was always Temple Beautiful, the former synagogue that turned into being the rock thing. And then Jim Jones, I think, I don't know what happened to it when Jim Jones left, but Temple Beautiful was it, and then, like I said, they tore that whole thing down, and it's gone.
Oh, well, I played the Temple Beautiful. I played the Fillmore. I played the Mabuhay a million times. I used to play the Coffee Gallery up on Grant Street in North Beach for years.
Yeah. I remember that place. That was a cool place.
Since way back in 1966, and all those places in there, the coffee houses. I used to play with Mike Wilhelm for years. You know Mike Wilhelm, right? Yeah,
I know. He actually was my. I was renting an apartment, and he was the apartment manager at the time.
Oh, cool.
Which was really a trip.
Are you going to that reunion at the Red Dog Saloon? It's coming up in about a week or two. In June, it's coming up. I think June 20th in Virginia City.
If I can get a ride up there, maybe I would. But right now, I'm just kind of settling down here. I'm working on the second book that is going to be on the Temple Beautiful this time. It's not just going to be. It's going to be focused on one club.
Yeah, but you should get pictures because this is their 50th anniversary. And they're the ones who started the whole Haight-Ashbury was the Charlatans, and it started in Virginia City. So this is really special. You should be there.
Yeah,
you should.
Well, who knows? But yeah, I've read about it.
It'll be the last time. It's 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they let me out when I was that young.
How old are you?
63.
You don't want to say? Huh?
I'm 63.
See, you're a baby. I'm 70. Mike Wilhelm's probably about 73.
You don't look 60.
Dan Hicks about 74. They're all old.
Nah, not really. That's the new 40.
Yeah, we're ancient. We're going to live to be 1,000.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go that far. I had enough. Thank you. Time to move on.
Yeah. What did your parents do for a living? What kind of work did they do?
My mother was a housekeeper, took care of us, and did a very nice job, and I miss her greatly. And my father was working, I think he did plumbing. Well, no, he didn't do plumbing. He worked on making pipes at, I think it was in East Bay or someplace like that. I'm not sure if it was East Bay. Burlingame, that's where he used to work. And, they were, hardworking people. Both of them came from Central America. My father was from Salvador, and my mother's from Nicaragua. And they met here, and I was born.
So you're Nicaraguan?
Nicaragua and Salvador, yes. A little bit of both.
So that's what, Latin, huh?
Yeah, Latin.
Cool.
And I'm still trying to keep
dance?
Spanish. Excuse me?
Can you dance?
Can I dance?
Yeah, Latin people are good dancers, aren't they?
You know what? I probably could dance, but that was when I was really, really drinking. But not now. I thought I could dance. I think there's a song like that.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
A few drinks and a little ambition.
Yeah.
Do you have any brothers and sisters? You got any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have a great sister. She's been terrific. She's put up with me for the last God knows how many years. And that's about it, just one sister.
Uh-huh. So you've been in San Francisco all this time, huh?
Yeah, I've traveled a little, but I haven't traveled enough that I want to travel some more. But yeah, most of my life has been in San Francisco. I've seen it come and
Did
go.
you ever play any music instruments, or you never were into that?
No, the closest. I mean, I have a feeling the closest thing I did was just getting on stage and shooting the guys and the girls that could play the instruments. That was my outlet for that. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Learn how to play a guitar or piano or something like that, but I never got around to it. Who knows? But being up on stage and watching the true artist performing was kind of cool. It was like an extension of, gee, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. It's fun being on stage.
Yeah, I could tell. I mean, I was close enough. They got kicked off enough when I was photographing that I was on stage.
Oh, I love the energy up there.
Yeah, it's terrific. It was great back in the day. What happened?
What happened? It's still there. She comes to one of my shows. But, I create the energy every time.
That's terrific.
Even if there's only two people in the place, I can still light that fire.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Well, I still do punk. I'm 70. I still do punk. I'm like in-your-face shit.
That's beautiful.
I don't do any soft la shit. I'm like in your face.
Well, I hope not. Well, you can do a little soft la stuff.
Huh?
It's not bad.
Well, it's not bad. It's just not what I do.
Oh, okay.
No, I like listening to soft stuff, but that's not what I do on stage. I like to rile them up.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
So these punk reunions have been having what, poetry at them?
Well, they've had music and they've had spoken word, and they're having another one this September, and it's going to be a little bigger this time. They're going to have a couple of more venues, and they're going to have one club which is going to have shows for almost all day from like 1 o'clock till midnight. I'm not going to say how the details are because I'm not that aware of it, but it's going to be happening. Keep your eyes open to Facebook and the 2015 Renaissance. It's being put on by a bunch of great people, and it should be fun. Like I said, they're going to make this one a little bigger, more bands and more spoken words and more photography and more art. And
do they do them all in San Francisco, or is there any in Berkeley? We have Gilman's over here.
That's what I've heard.
It's still going. It's still punk.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm, curious. Maybe I'll take Bart and go to the East Bay. I'll take a little trip.
Well, I played there once. They got a great sound system. It's like a big warehouse place. So it's a big open space and a great sound system. I mean, it's just amazing. A great stage, a big space where they can just bang around on each other.
Right. Well, when I talk for the people in charge, the committee, I'll bring it up and say, hey, what about the East Bay?
Yeah, Green Day even came back and did a gig over there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
that's where Green Day started. Was at Gilman's.
Yeah, I know. I never got to see them. I mean, I heard so much about them, but I missed that one.
Yeah, I think they're amazing. My daughter turned me on to them. Oh, you have any kids? Have you been married or anything?
I was married once, and I think I have a child. Yes, I do have a child. I have a great son. He's just turned 38, and he's terrific, and he's a good-looking guy, and he's doing good.
You got grandkids? You got grandkids?
Not that I know of. Not yet. But, who knows? It'd be kind of cool to have grandkids. I know a lot of people who do have them, and they seem to be, okay with it. Don't you have grandkids?
Oh, I got two. I got a boy he'll be 9 in August, and a girl that'll be 6 in August. He's a Leo and she's a Virgo. Yeah,
isn't that cool? I mean, that's neat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing, and they're really pretty too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I wouldn't mind doing. It, you kind of don't get with the kid when my son grew up. I wasn't really there, but now things have changed. But the fact is that if you ever had a grandkid, I could now I got a second chance to to be a father-like sort of thing. So,
yeah, you can take pictures of them. I make my daughter take.
Really
my daughter takes all those
pictures.
great pictures that are up there. I just tell her, oh, put some flags on them, and she'll go out. She'll get a dress that looks like a flag and put it on the girl and take pictures of that. So she takes all those pictures. My daughter, which is their mother.
Oh, she does. I saw a picture of you with the flag. That's really nice. It's a really cool shot.
She takes all of them with her. It's a laptop. It's one of those pads that close up and down. You can take pictures and everything with it.
Mhm. She actually uses film.
I mean, computers are amazing nowadays.
Yeah, the computers are amazing. It's a little. I'm finally embracing them for my photography because now I can scan all these photos that were shot for all the 40 years plus, and it's like reliving those photographs all over again, which is pretty neat. It's cool. It's like taking the shots again.
And you can do stuff with them. You can put them with music and put them up on YouTube, and you can do all kinds of stuff. You can make a collage with the pictures.
Yeah, I'm actually working on a film. I think I'm working on a film right now for the Renaissance show in September, but I don't know if it's going to come through or not. But I've started working on it. I did a film in college, in film school, years ago. I think it was a night class or something, and so I've got this idea that I want to shoot and have my photographs and music with it and see if that works out. But I'm just starting working on it.
Well, that's what my radio show is I take the audio and I put pictures from the person's site on of them so you can see what they look like. Mostly I use it when they were young, so because everyone on my show is like 50, 60, 70, 80. But I take pictures when they were young and up on stage when they were young and doing their thing and put that along with it so you can see what they looked like. When we're talking.
Yeah, I guess you won't use any of my pictures because I'm not up on stage and I wasn't that young.
Oh, you look cute. I like that picture of you in the red shirt.
That was a good friend of mine. Laura took that shot on one of the punk reunions we had. I think that was in 2013, I believe. And
that was a great picture. I mean, it has you with your camera and everything, so it shows exactly who you are. And you look good.
Yes. No, it's a little showy in my opinion, but it's a nice shot. Yeah, I agree.
Well, see, that's what I like is showy. I love red. I always wear a red scarf because red photographs well. It makes your face show up.
Yeah, I got to remember that. I think that's the first time I ever wore that shirt.
Wear a red tie. A red tie. You don't have to wear all that red, but if you wear a red tie, it makes your face show up good. That's why I always have that red tie in front.
With a red shirt.
Huh?
You wear a black tie, a skinny black tie with a red shirt. Then you're cool.
That'd be cool. Cool. Well, I wear a leather jacket. Black leather jacket. I need red to pop, so I wear the tie. Well, it's tied into a bow. It isn't like a necktie.
I wonder why.
Huh?
I have leather jackets, but I can't wear them. I've outgrown them. Not that I'm huge or anything, but I'm not that little thin guy I used to be.
Well, I've had hundreds of different leather jackets. I've been wearing motorcycle jackets since I was about 13 or 14, where I used to steal my boyfriend's motorcycle jackets. But I've had many, many, many different motorcycle jackets. They all look about the same because they're motorcycle jackets, with the zippers and the studs,
Yeah. Did you steal the motorcycle too?
No, I used to ride them, but I never drove them. My boyfriends drove them. I was at Bass Lake,
that. You wear the jacket,
when the Hells Angels went up there with Hunter Thomas, I was on that run when I was 20.
Did you meet Thomas? You met him?
Twice. Well, he was up there. Somebody I knew I used to go to jam sessions, sing at jam sessions, and this guy at jam session was a motorcycle rider, and I used to always kid and say, "Oh, give me a ride," whenever he'd ride up. And one morning, these things went on all night. One morning he says, "Well, get on, I'll give you a ride." I end up in Bass Lake. on that run, and I was up there for 3 days. Everyone thought I was his old lady, which I wasn't, but because they thought I was his, and so I never got molested. Where normally I would have, I'm sure. And then I ran into Hunter Thompson in Nashville, back when I was in Nashville in about 1971. This girlfriend of mine that was she was a model. She says, "Oh, I got this friend that needs a ride up to the Great Smoky Mountains. He's doing a story up there or something. Could you give him a ride?" And my partner, Star, was out of town at the time, so I said, "Oh, sure." So it was him. So I spent 3 days with him, taking him up to this Great Smoky Mountains, and we drove through there. It's like a place where they reenact the old times. They have houses and they have people making butter and doing as if they were back in the old days. It was over. Thank you for being on my show, my dear. I hope you come over to Berkeley sometime and I get to meet you in person. Okay, terrific. Well, thank you for having me, and have a good one. Okay, this is Girl George and the Dragons Radio Show. See you later. See you later, alligator. Okay, so we're off? Yes, we out. Everybody's crazy. How was that? But me.